Hey guys! Okay, so today we're going to talk about planners and using them to organize your business and keep everything on track. Especially when we're getting started in our business. Maybe you have a side hustle, maybe you're going to school, maybe you have a full job or a part-time job. Whatever it is, you always are going to have different parts of your life that all have to mesh together into your day-to-day life. So I really quickly just wanted to do kind of an intro into this post because we're going to talk about 4 different planning tools or calendars that I use. The first one is my Emily Lay Simplified Planner. This is my personal planner and my school planner. Next up is Google Calendars, which is my main hub where I keep everything all together. Third is Asana, which is my master task list, my master to-do list. And fourth is my business wall calendar, which is something new that I'm trying out, and so far I really like it. So let me just start off by saying this. I have 4 different tools that I use just for calendars, and I know that seems like a lot, and it might even seem like overkill, but let me kind of explain why I do that. Google Calendar is the main hub. That's where I have all of my events. Most people only have one calendar. They put all of their business, school, personal, birthdays, holidays, everything into one calendar. The problem with that is that when we are getting ready for our day and we look at our calendar, it's really easy to get overwhelmed and not be able to focus on what your priority is. When I look at my day-to-day Google Calendar, it's a lot of stuff. I have work, I have homework, I have school, I have doctor's appointments, holidays, birthdays, reminders to go to the grocery store and pick up a gift, and that's all just my life. When you start to add in blog posts, guest posts, Twitter chats, periscoping, social media, it gets insane. And when you look at your day-to-day calendar like that, when you do that first thing in the morning, it feels overwhelming and it can get your day off to a bad start. So what I do is I kind of separate everything out. I have my daily calendar. This is the most important stuff. I have homework that is due, which is first priority. I have doctor's appointments that I have to go to. I have family birthdays that I need to celebrate. You know, things like that. Things that need to come first. So every morning I look at this first. If I have something going on that day, I do it then and there. Unless, obviously, you know, a doctor's appointment, I can't just go. But I make sure that I know about this stuff first. This is the most important. This is my #1 priority. As I go through the day, you know, I go to work, I go to school, I come home. Then I work on my business. So then what I do is I look at this calendar. I see what client meetings I have for the day. I see what blog posts I need to prep. I see what social media challenges or whatever I'm doing, what I need to do for that day. That is my second priority. That is something that comes after I have all my appointments and birthdays and all that stuff out of the way. So separating those two automatically helps me feel like I'm more focused on what's important and less focused on a huge to-do list of things. The third thing is once I have my events out of the way, I have my important business stuff done, I have my personal life done, my homework done, then I start working on my to-do list. In Asana, I have my master to-do list. These are things like cleaning, these are things like writing a blog post, working on client work, organizing stuff, planning something, whatever it is, those are always third. I need to focus on that huge to-do list last. And obviously there's different priorities in that to-do list. So clients come, you know, before doing the laundry, or, you know, they come before planning a blog post 6 months from now. But by breaking my calendars up like that, my brain is able to kind of compartmentalize. That's not a word. Is that a word? It's able to kind of box those things into the right category of focus. You can't break up your personal life from your business life, especially when you're working for yourself. It's not possible. Your business interferes with your life interferes with your business. But when you are prioritizing them, it's a lot easier to focus on what's important. My family comes first. My schoolwork comes before my business. So when I focus on those at the beginning of my day, I get more stuff done. I get the important things done. So that's why I break things up. The reason I have my Google Calendar is to give me that overview and to make sure that I'm not scheduling things at the same time. All of my clients schedule according to my Google Calendar. I schedule doctor's appointments according to my Google Calendar. I schedule days off of work according to my Google Calendar. So even though it's great to prioritize and have those separate entities, you still need to have something that does bring everything together. Because if you are trying to make a doctor's appointment and you have to check 3 different places, that's kind of silly. So if you only have to check one place, that's a little more realistic. And there are obvious pros to having everything in one spot. But it is important to also know what your priorities are and be able to physically separate those out so that you have a visual representation of what's important and what can wait. So that's why I use the different calendars. I have my different calendars for different reasons and different priorities. Obviously, if that doesn't work for you, or if you're not a super visual person and you can just separate those out by yourself, you don't need to have 3 different calendars. You know, just watch the Google Calendar video. I just want to show you what my methods are. So if you look at my schedule and you're like, okay, she's handling it well, you can kind of see why and how I'm doing that. I get so many people that ask me how I go to school and have a day job and do a side business while planning a wedding. And it is hard. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of planning. But by prioritizing my tasks like this, it's a lot easier to focus on what's important and put other things on the back burner for when I have more time. Alright, you guys, jump into the post. Let me know what you think of it. Write down in the comments once you've gone through everything. Tell me how you plan and how you schedule, and if you learned anything from this, if you're going to implement some of these ideas, or if you think I'm crazy, let me know. I would love to hear how you guys kind of organize and plan your month and your day. And yeah, I look forward to reading your guys' comments. Have a great day, you guys, and I'll talk to you in a bit.